No.
Back. Hello folks, I am back, and this time I am doing a video that I wanted to do for a very long time and never had the chance to. So first off, for YouTube, I'm going to let you know on our disclaimers. Number one is all firearms in this video are not loaded. Number two is please follow your firearms laws as well as your motor vehicle laws. And the other thing I want to express to everybody is this is for entertainment purposes. So let's get straight down to it. Several years ago, I was with my police group. We were going from Philadelphia to Wildwood for a charity run. And unfortunately, while we were riding, there was an incident where a lady had saw our firearms and she got nervous and almost hit roughly about 10 bikers, including myself. So I'm going to demonstrate what she saw and what was going on. So I'm going to put this shirt on. A lot of the officers were wearing either t-shirts or shirts similar to this. And what was going on was, as you were riding, I'm going to get on the bike here to demonstrate real quickly. As we were riding, I'm going to have the camera person come over on this side. So we're riding down the highway, and anytime that you're riding a motorcycle, when you reach speeds of anywhere between 45 miles an hour and higher, there's going to be a wind. The wind is going to come up either under your garment. If you're wearing a wider t-shirt instead of a tight t-shirt, the air pocket will come up beneath your shirt and lift the shirt up. So this is what the lady saw when we were on I-95 going towards New Jersey. I believe we were crossing the Ben Franklin Bridge, if I'm correct. So we were going across. The wind came up. As the wind was blowing, when we were riding, it exposed the firearm on this side. Now, I've recently moved to North Carolina. The laws in Pennsylvania and New Jersey are very different. So in North Carolina, they have what they call open carry, and other states have open carry. But in Pennsylvania, in certain parts, like Philadelphia, is a concealed carry jurisdiction, and in New Jersey, there are other different laws. So when this was exposed, the lady that was not used to seeing a firearm, she got nervous and turned her vehicle because she was so fixated with the firearm. She thought we were from Sons of Anarchy or something of that nature, and she came in almost hitting all the motorcycles. So we're riding, her vehicle is coming into the motorcycles on that end. So I'm going to show you some ways, depending on your jurisdiction, how to prevent this particular incident. One of the ways is going to be, and I'm going to take off this particular holster, because this is the out of the waistband holster, which would be for open carry, which a lot of you already know that. I'm going to try to quickly do this. By the way, folks, I am wearing a Core Essentials belt. I wear those exclusively. And you can get 10% off Core Essentials belts and accessories by using my code Keenan10. I'll put that in the notes at the bottom of the video, but I exclusively wear Core Essential belts. As you see, this one has a lot of wear on. So, again, like I said, the firearm is unloaded. I'm going to put it in its holster, and I'm going to show you a particular way. Now, carrying in appendix style in the pants, as you see, I'm going to try to conceal it. So I'm going to conceal it that way while I'm riding, and this is a tighter shirt, so you shouldn't be able to see this. The problem is everybody has a different body style, different size style. So if you're a heavier person, it might be hurting you or might be uncomfortable. Even for females, this is not only applying to males. it can be uncomfortable. So you have to pick a smaller gun, maybe like this the 6-hour P365, or if you use a bigger gun, a full-size gun, it can pretty much, and the camera comes up closer, if you're using a bigger firearm that's 4 inches, sometimes it can pinch you between here and the gas tank, right in between here, which will make for a very uncomfortable ride. And you have to remember, when you're riding a motorcycle like this, those of you who are not familiar with motorcycles, there's a lot of things going on. You have your brake pedal here, and if you come over this side, you have your shifter on this side. So you're constantly either moving your foot for shifting, or on the other side moving it for braking. So I'm going to have the camera person come right back over this side. Another thing is the style of motorcycle that you're going to be riding. It's going to be like, this is a cruiser. There are going to be what we call crotch rockets, or you're going to ride something, we call them crotch rockets or racing bikes. Some of those bikes, you're leaning down like this. So you have a firearm here, it's going right here, and yes, it will scratch your paint job, or you'll have an uncomfortable time because a lot of times these bikes are vibrating and it will pretty much irritate you. One of the answers is I carry appendix because I can. I'm able to do it. Another way to do this is to, if you're doing it in the pants holster, excuse me, I'm just trying to rush this. And you could do it this way, and I'm going to grab one of my jackets. You can have like your riding vest. Your riding vest can also cinch the firearm down. If you're carrying like this, you can cinch it down that way so nobody can really see. This one's a braided side like this, where you have the strings, but you can tighten it up so it won't be visible. That's one way of doing it. You can also do appendix and have your riding vest like that as well. Another way to do it is, which is pretty much similar, is if you have your riding jacket. Your riding jacket, depending on the weather, right now it is hot out here, it's about 90 some degrees. Depending, you can cover yourself very well and it won't be seen. Or you can, I leave this a little bit gapped because if I'm carrying an appendix, I want to be able to reach the firearm. So I'm going to show you how I do that real quickly. And I'll have it here, and then all I have to do is reach and pull from here. So those are pretty much options that you have when riding a motorcycle. One of the other things you can do is, if you're a fan of Miami Vice, you can use the Miami Vice holster system, what Sonny Crockett used to wear. It's a shoulder rig. I can't find mine right now. I haven't unpacked everything, but you could wear a shoulder rig, have a jacket like that on, like one of the two jackets, and that way you'll be able to cross draw to reach for your firearm. So I covered some bases on how to do to ride on the motorcycle with a firearm. Like I said, it all depends on the person's size, how they feel comfortable, and most importantly, the firearm that you choose. So with that said, I'm going to have a part 2 video. It's going to be called Defending Yourself while on a motorcycle. This is going to be a little bit controversial, but you'll understand it once I put it up. Okay, so happy shooting, stay safe, #2A.